Hey Sujina, Paul here. I just wanted to show you the progress on your boat. We've got it all, we've got the first 6 coats of varnish on, and then we have sanded, and then we're due another 5 coats, and then we'll sand again and do a final. So I got your message about were we waiting on the engine or what were we doing? And so basically, you know, once we stained this, we were waiting on the engine, you know, but we weren't letting any grass grow under our feet. In other words, if there was something else we could do, we did, and that we actually stained. And so when we stained, once we've stained, we have to seal that right away, or of course, dirt and dust gets in the stain in the wood grain, and we don't want that. So we seal it, and then of course, if you seal and put your varnish on in 24, 1 coat of each every 24 hours, then which is what we've been doing, then what happens is you get 4 coats of sealer and then 6 coats of stain. Now we got a 10-day period that we're doing that. So we could have, after we had these coats of varnish on, we could have stopped and gone ahead and put the engine in, but we started sanding before we gave it any thought, and we normally put the engine in last anyhow. So anyway, but like I say, once we start that process, we have to go to the next stopping point. So for right now, what our plan is right now, we'll get we'll coat this with varnish every day next week, and then we will stop, put the engine in while this is still shiny, and then we'll sand it again. After that's done, we'll sand it again and put the varnish on. So anyway, so that's the order. Only reason. So once we stained it, then the finish became the critical path instead of the engine being the critical path. So that's the story, and glad for the question, and we'll talk to you later.